Alright, hello guys, I am back with another video with the Pontiac G6. It's going to be a 3.5 liter engine if you are wondering if you have this vehicle. I'm going to be showing you how to remove, the steps at least, to remove a Bank 1 catalytic converter. So that's going to be the one in the front. I talked about in a previous video, if I go straight down the engine right there, like this block, this is cylinder 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So cylinder 1, that side of the engine back there, is gonna be bank 1. So bank 2 catalytic converter is up in the front, which doesn't always make sense because you think 1 in the front, 2 in the back. In this vehicle, if you do have a bad catalytic converter, I'm going to show you how to remove it. So there are 3 screws, I should not say screws, 3 bolts that you're going to have to remove. So I'll grab my flashlight here and you can see that. So they're silver. 1, 2, it's pretty hot, I just ran it, but it's in a triangle shape. So the third one is on the other side of that oxygen sensor right there. So those are all the ones that you're going to have to remove. At least here on the top, there are 2 attached to a flange on the bottom, and I will go and show you how, or where those are and how to remove those in a moment. Basically, I have a 15mm deep socket. I'm just going to put it on, and I will show you just how I did that. So you get it on the bolt. Maybe very hard to get a breaker bar down there. There's a few swivel joints and universal joints that may be helpful in this case. I believe I've been able to break these free with a little bit of work. Again, once you take the heat shield off the top like I already did, it's going to be a heck of a lot easier to get access. And then again, you take that oxygen sensor clip out right here, and then you take it out on the bottom there. It just gets you a lot more access. But you get a breaker bar in there, break those loose, and I personally am going to replace the bolts themselves because they're pretty rusted. I have not changed, lubricated them, done much to them, so they're pretty rusted, and I don't really feel safe putting them back on a new catalytic converter. So yeah, you get your socket, breaker bar, stick those on there. I'll take you here to the underside. So this pipe right in front of the camera that you can see kind of goes sideways, and then right there after the silver oil pan goes up right into the catalytic converter. So it's all one piece, this pipe, along with that very frayed and destroyed. Oh man, that is trash. Yeah, so that really needs to be replaced anyway just because of that. But this flange, again, just 2 bolts like I said, hold it in place. I'm going to show in another video how to get stuck bolts like this off. This is very, very rusted. I've tried penetrating fluid, wire brushes, electrical wire brushes, all sorts of stuff, and it does not seem to want to come off. So these bolts are stuck on it. I'm going to show you another video, something that I bought, a quick $10 fix. Helped me a lot, honestly. So show you again here. This is another flange I have just a little bit further down, and they're even worse. So this is what salt, snow, water, all that does to your car over the life of it. But yeah, you get your new catalytic converter. I'll go show you that right now. And then match it up. What you want to do is you want to take off the old one, match it up, and then get the new bolts and put it in. It's completely reverse of taking it off. It's simple. You take the 3 bolts off the top side. You're going to want to put a bucket or something like right here below the car to make sure that it doesn't damage the rest of it and fall. So you're going to just put a bucket there. It'll hold it in place, box or some kind. Take off this back piece, and then it's reverse of removal. You put it right back on to install it. So over here, I got all my exhaust parts that I'm replacing, pretty much the whole system. I painted it with a Rust-Oleum spray paint, kinda. It's still silver. I just wanted to make sure that it didn't rust near as quickly, because it's pretty hard to not rust your exhaust system where I live. But basically, this piece under this tape, the piece that was frayed in the video I showed you underneath, 2 flange bolts attach on pretty easily with new bolts. This is a different catalytic converter. It's a little bit smaller and a different shape. It is an aftermarket, but you'll be able to see this is the exact same shape as the other one. So you got the bolt here, bolt there, bolt there. You get the gaskets for both sides. You might have to buy them separately depending on where you buy it from. I got this entire exhaust system off of rockauto.com. For me, it was just more the simplicity of putting them all in my cart and finding them. They did have everything I needed, so it was easier than going to multiple places. They are not sponsoring me for any of this video, nor is anyone else. I just wanted to let you guys know I did get an entire exhaust there, so they do have everything that you're gonna need for a job. But yeah, that is how to remove your catalytic converter. So you got those 3 bolts right there. Maybe spray them with some penetrating fluid first, break them loose, put a bucket underneath, get under the car, and do really whatever you want. If you have a torch, I do not. Reason I'm using something else later on in another video, but the torch can really help to heat them up. You might just be able to break them off pretty simply, or if you have some sort of hacksaw or anything, pretty cheap. I probably could just go out and get one, but I'm going to try something else first. Like I said, it's reverse of removal. You just install the new one. Make sure that you line them up first and they look the same. That's something you want to do, and make sure that you don't get under the car, try to put it in, and realize, wow, I bought the wrong part. And that's a good idea to do shortly after you get it, so that you can still return the other one if you need to. If this video helped you out, please like, subscribe, and share it. Leave comments of any way that you guys get off bolts, because that is something I think would help everyone out. It's when they're rusted like this, and if you're in a climate where it's super just salty the whole winter long, and you got snow and snow plows that don't come until later than they should, it really messes with your car. So if you have any helpful comments, please leave them in the comments below, and I will see you guys on the next video. Thank you.